1 out of every 145 Israelis is a lawyer, and the Hebrew title they all use, Orekh Din, comes from a scribal mistake. It starts with a Mishnah line, Al atsmekha orkhei ha-dayanin. For centuries, it was read as a warning against legal advocates, people who organize arguments before judges. And that makes sense, because in Hebrew, the root arach means to arrange, so orkhei ha-dinim looks like it should mean arrangers of the law. But the original text didn't say orkhei. In the best manuscripts of the Mishnah, the word is archei, with an alef, not an ayin. And arche isn't Hebrew at all. It's Greek, meaning chief, first, authority. The same arch you know from archangel, archaeology, archduke. So Judah ben Tabbai wasn't talking about legal representatives. He was saying, don't act like the arch-judge, the ultimate authority. Rabbi Ishmael ben Yossi later said it outright, do not judge alone, for only the one judges alone. So how did archei become orkhei? Because later scribes no longer knew Greek. They copied a word they didn't understand, archei, and assumed it was wrong. And because Hebrew had a familiar verb, arachti mishpat, meaning I arranged judgment, the scribes corrected the alef into an ayin. Suddenly the word looked Hebrew, looked logical, and completely changed the meaning. That mistaken spelling spread. Piyutim picked it up, including the famous Yom Kippur poem, Orekh Din. So by the 19th century, when the early Maskilim needed a Hebrew term for advocate, Latin advocatus, Orekh Din already sounded like legitimate Hebrew. Yehuda ben Ze'ev used it in 1808. Hebrew newspapers floated dozens of alternatives: arranger of judgments, legal advisor, interpreter of the gates of justice. But Hamilit, the newspaper, stuck with Orekh Din, and that's the one that won. So every modern Israeli lawyer carries a title that feels perfectly Hebrew, even etymological, but in reality comes from a Greek word misunderstood by a scribe centuries ago and accidentally rewritten into the language. A profession built on a single corrected letter that should never have been corrected. Now you know.